Dot School presents Simplifying Exponents 1. Let's start by reviewing the laws of exponents. We have x raised to the a times x raised to the b is equal to x raised to the a plus b. You add the exponents when two exponents on the same base are multiplied. When two exponents on the same base are divided, like x raised to the a over x raised to the b, we have x raised to the a minus b. The exponents are subtracted. When an exponent is raised to another exponent, x raised to the a raised to the b, which means we have b groups of a in each group, so that's equal to x raised to the a times b, written as ab. If we have two exponents on the same exponent a and a but on different bases x and y, we can multiply the bases together and raise that product to the common exponent. Anything raised to the 0 is always equal to 1, provided x over here is not 0. A negative exponent means 1 over the negative turned to a positive. So we have x raised to the negative n is equal to 1 over x raised to the n. And finally, if we take the nth root of x raised to the m, it's the same as x raised to the fraction m over n. Time for some problems. Let's say we have 3 raised to the second power, also called 3 square, times 2 raised to the third power, also called 2 cube, and the product is raised to the second power plus 10. And we want to simplify all of this. Because these are not on the same base, we cannot combine them. So we are going to do 3 square raised to the second power times 2 cubed raised to the second power plus 10, which is going to be equal to 3 raised to the 2 times 2. You multiply the exponent when an exponent is raised to another exponent, times 2 raised to the 3 times 2 plus 10, which is equal to 3 raised to the 4, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 raised to the 6, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 10. 3 raised to the 4 is 81. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 multiplied by 2 raised to the 6 is 64. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 plus 10, which is equal to 5184 plus 10, which is equal to 5194. That's the answer. Let's do another one. This time let's have p raised to the 1/2 times 5p square. We can rewrite this as 5 times p raised to the 1/2 times p raised to the second power, or p square. The idea is to bring the p's together so that we can apply the law of exponent. And this is going to be equal to 5 times p raised to the 1/2 plus 2, which is equal to 5 times p raised to the 1/2 plus 2 is 2 and 1/2, but we cannot write a mixed number in an exponent. Therefore, we are going to change 2 and 1/2 to an improper fraction, which is going to be 5 over 2. Finally, you can get rid of this multiplication sign. Even if you write 5p raised to the 5 seconds, it implies there's a multiplication here. And let's do another one. How about 25m? I'm going to raise all of that to the 1/2, multiply it with 8m cubed, or m raised to the third power, and all of that raised to the 2/3. Let's try and simplify this. Now this is going to be equal to, you apply the exponent on each one of these. So we have 25 raised to the 1/2 times m raised to the 1/2 times 8 raised to the 2/3. We'll find out what that is, times m cubed, or m raised to the third, raised to the 2/3. Now what's 25 raised to the 1/2? It's going to be the second root, because this is a 2 here, of 25 raised to the 1. So essentially it's the square root of 25 times m raised to the 1/2 times 8 raised to the second power, and the third root or the cube root of that, times m raised to the, this is an exponent raised to another exponent. Time for us to multiply the two exponents. So this is going to be 3 times 2/3. Square root of 25 is 5 times m raised to the 1/2 times 8 square is 64. We need to find the cube root of 64. The idea is to break down or factorize 64. Now if you think about 64, 64 is equal to 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Therefore, we can rewrite that as cube root of 4 cubed. I just replaced 8 square, which is 64, with 4 cubed, which is also 64, times m raised to the, this 3 and this 3 will cross off. That's the rule of multiplying a whole number with a fraction, because you can treat this 3 as a 3 over 1. Therefore, this is m raised to the second power. And finally, if you look at this, cube root of 4 cubed obviously is 4. So this is going to be a 4, and we have a 5 here, times m raised to the 1/2 times m square. Bring the constants together. 5 times 4 is 20. M raised to the 1/2 times m square is going to be m raised to the 1/2 plus 2. We add the exponents when they're on the same base and being multiplied together. So this is going to be 20 m raised to the 2 and 1/2 again. We cannot have a mixed number like I said. Therefore, you're going to change it to an improper fraction, 5 seconds. This is the simplified form of all of this.